apologize.
What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and I have some Star Wars The Old Republic PvP for you. And I'm not exactly sure which PvP match this is, because I think it's Civil War. I'm not exactly sure. But there's a couple of different ones I've played. But first and foremost, I wanted to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be safe. I hope everybody has fun, time off of work. If you're not old enough, or if you don't work, happy holidays, and just be safe. You don't want any accidents coming around the holidays. A lot of people get crazy, and there's a lot of accidents all over the place, so you don't want to be another statistic. So just be safe and have a good holiday season. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna enjoy my 5 days off here and try to get as much Star Wars game time in as I can. Get back into some Skyrim. It's been a difficult time. I haven't had too much time to play, and when I have played, it's been Star Wars straight up. I'm not gonna lie. I've been having a ton of fun with this game, and I wanted to get into a couple things right off the bat that I've seen certain videos on, people talking about on the forums and whatnot, so you guys know what you're looking for if you, like, say you're waiting for the game for Christmas, or if you're going to pick it up later on. But there's been a few performance issues, and it seems like random. It's not strictly based on this processor or this or that graphics card. It seems strictly random, and first and foremost, everybody, you should keep your graphics card drivers up to date. So if you're having performance issues, if you do have the game, update your graphics card drivers right off the bat. That should be the first thing you do. And then if you come back in and you're still having performance issues, turn shadows off. There seems to be some weird thing where it's hitting random people with shadows. I don't know if they're not implemented right, or if there's just something real wonky going on. Because when you're in the game, I'm not sure if you can see it from this video, but when you're in the game, compared to everything else, the shadows are quite a bit more pixelated than your character or the surrounding environments, as you can see. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure if you can see it from here or not, but if you can, you'll know what I mean. If you do play it, you'll know what I mean. So just turn shadows off and then see where that takes your machine. It should probably, 1,000% increase. It's helped a lot of people out, and they just have to play without shadows, unfortunately, until they fix it. Or there might be just a little bit something off in your machine that's having a hard time rendering all these shadows out when you're running. So take that in consideration. Another thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about is how, and it's not even people that have played the game, it's just videos on PvP, and people are saying that, oh, look how overpowered this is, a level 18 or a level 15 hitting for 1400, and look at how fast he drops that guy, yada yada yada. Well, unless you played it, you can't really. I don't know why people insist on making themselves look dumb and just saying stuff to say stuff if they haven't played the game. And even I couldn't really say anything, or I was I hindered myself on saying anything because I haven't played PvP yet. So I made it my point to get into a PvP matches yesterday, and once I got into one, I couldn't stop playing it. But what it is there is no level requirement. Like, I'm in here, there's level 50s, there's level 30s, 40s. You'll see when I mouse over them and go to attack them what level they are. You see a level 12 in there. But the thing is, everybody's brought up, and there's a level 50, but everybody's brought up to a common power factor. Like, I don't know how they have it exactly implemented, because it doesn't bring your level up like on your screen like it shows me as a level 18, but there's a common power factor that it seems to bring everybody up to. Because on mobs, I'm only hitting for like 200, 300, sometimes maybe 500 at the most right now at level 18, and here you can see I'm hitting them 1300, 800, 900. My dots are going crazy on them. And that's what it is, and it seems really well balanced for that, for however they have this implemented. I'm not getting one shot, I'm not getting two shot like you'd have in WoW PvP at times. It's really well balanced, so you can handle yourself, and it's a lot more skill based. Like, I've taken out level 50s one-on-one. The only thing I don't have is the same skill set that, say, a 50 does, because I don't have all the skills that they have throughout the thing. I'm missing quite a bit of my nukes, my dots, etc., depending on which tree I decide to go up in, which I'm going up in the healing tree. I'm going to go back to my roots as a healer, and this is more my game style than the Jedi Shadow. Jedi Shadow was a ton of fun, and I was going the tanking route, which I'll probably make a Sith Juggernaut to do that here on this server, but the Jedi Shadow was a lot of fun, and just a lot of micromanaging when it came to a tank. making sure you had your shields up, making sure you had your shield generator on. When you're in tank stance, you know, you lose 5% of your damage, but your shields go crazy and everything else. So it's a lot of micromanaging in certain situations, but it's also a lot of fun. So that's just something to take into consideration if you want to go Sith Assassin and you're thinking about tanking. There's a lot of micromanaging going on. But there's two, I don't know how many actual PvP like boards there are. There's this one here that I've played, and then there's another one that's kind of, I think they call it Hut Ball, which is a ton of fun. This one here, there's 3 points, kind of like ABC, almost like domination. You have to keep and take over, you know, two of the points or 3 of the points, but whoever has the most points taken is pretty much going to win, because each point is like a control center for a turret, and whoever has the turrets under control, the turrets are constantly firing at the enemy ship off in the background, and then they have a health bar up in the right hand corner, which is blocked by my name right now. But as that, you'll see that health bar go down, and then you just want to keep trying to take over the points and, you know, just be the first team to destroy the other team's ship. And it was just a lot of fun. And then the Hut Ball is a blast. I don't know who came up with that idea, but it's crazy. You go into this arena, and there's, you know, announcers going off, and one team's called the Rotworms, and the other one's called Frog something. I don't know why my mind is going blank right now. I played the thing like 20 times last night. And you go through, and the whole premise is like some whacked out game of football. There's a ball that pops up in the middle, and you got to take that. You take the ball, and then you can pass it, and it can be intercepted. The way you pass it is you click on the ground. It kind of does like an area effect throw, and then who's ever in that area closest to the ball will catch it. So if it's a enemy, they'll catch it and run off with it. If it's a teammate, they'll catch it and run off with it. But you have to pass it, because the longer you hold on to the ball, the slower you go. And the slower you go, obviously, the easier you're able to be taken out and not really do anything. And then when people group up around you, passing the ball can be a nightmare. Most likely you will go to the wrong team, and they'll take off running and then use their force sprint to get across the goal line and everything else. But it was a blast. And then there's like all these different levels where there's like these air shafts that shoot you up onto a different level, and then on those levels there's like little fire plates that you can see getting hot, and then they blow fire, and if you get stuck in the fire, you're pretty much dead right on the spot. I mean, it ticks for like 3,200 like every half second, so if you get caught in one of those things, you're done. But that was awesome. That was just a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to getting into more PvP and going from there. And maybe I can, you know, get into some conversation with guys that are really good at PvP, setting up keybinds and all that stuff, because I set up my keybinds. Right now I do a lot of clicking, and I wait to set up my keybinds when I'm level 50, once I know all my skills, what I'm going to be using, what's irrelevant that I don't really care about, and so on and so forth for my play style. But, yeah, I'm not real good at it at all. Then that's just the way it is. I'm more of a PvE guy, as I've said, so PvP is like, we're stepping on new territory for the most part. All I've ever done was played PvP extremely casual, no arena and WoW. Well, I did play arena and WoW, but me and my partner were always drunk when we played it. You know, that was our Friday, Saturday night thing. We'd get drunk and then go arena for like 20 games and maybe win one out of 20. We didn't care. It was just a lot of fun. He would be dead within 3 seconds, and then I'd be a frost DK mixed in with blood trying to take out 2 or 3 guys. And I think the one time we did win, I ended up, it was like a 3-versus-1 situation, and somehow I pulled it out. But it was just a mess. So I really want to look forward into getting into this a lot better and see where they take this PvP-wise and see how this game develops. I can see, you know, this game is a blast. I mean, if you're thinking about picking it up, pick it up and just see for yourself. It's hard to sit back and say how well done they did this game. There's really minor issues, and they're patching like quite frequently. They're not waiting for one huge patch. They're just keep patching. I think there's been 3 or 4 patches already. But if you're thinking about picking it up, pick the game up and see for yourself, because I can sit here all day and tell you how great this game is and how much fun it is, but until you see it yourself, you're missing out. You really are missing out. And you know, that's consensus. There's no crazy bitching, whining, moaning in the chat of this and that. It's just the shadows thing, which can be easily be taken care of. And for the most part, the Q chitter chatter has died right off. But everybody's just like, I can't believe they did this well. I can't believe they did this well. And it's just an overall great game. So I hope to see some of you guys in game. Like I said, I'm over on the Shadowhand server. My character's name is TheNidien, not TheNidien. So look for me if you're over there. Shout me a tell. Maybe we can get a guild going and just hang out and have a lot of fun in this game, because I'm having a blast and it's really, really hard for me to put down right now. It's exactly what I expected, and it's Star Wars. I mean, I'm just having a blast, and I wouldn't expect anything less out of BioWare. But, you know, as always, guys, you know, keep your heads up. Have a great day. I got more videos coming. It's been just kind of chaotic this last couple weeks, to say the least. So we'll see what's going on there. But to start the new year off fresh, I got a bunch of new ideas, and hopefully I can stick to them. Hopefully I get this other job that I've been banking on, and I get back on days, and that's going to alleviate so many problems that I'm having right now as far as video goes, game time goes, live streaming goes, etc., etc. So we'll see where that takes us. But as always, like I said, keep your heads up. Have a great day. Have a safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to all you guys. Peace. Don't forget, you can follow me on Skype, Twitter. Also, you can add me up on the PSN. My gamer tag is Nidien. And if you're looking for more playthroughs, walkthroughs, guides, achievement guides, and more videos, go over and check us out at www.own.tv/VidThru and on our YouTube page at www.youtube.com/user/VidThru, where we are truly changing the game.